So, when last we left off, the Fellowship of the Chili Sad was attempting to take the Princess Aurelia back to her homeland of Varnidia. You guys had, in pursuit of this end, you guys had traversed basically the length of Wildmount. You had gone from Golgathir up near Uthadern and made your way towards the Velven Thicket, where we had picked up last time. You guys had just fought Atlan and some Death Knights, which were in the service of a fallen priestess of Sarenrae named Iphigenia, who had been abducted and taken to the Five Hells, and they're corrupted. You guys had come off worse for wear from that battle, barely surviving, and made your way through the path. So you decide not to re-engage the followers of Iphigenia, instead make your way through the pass towards the Festerwill Pool. As you guys made your way up towards the pass, you found a secret doorway that you were curious about, interested in. You guys sort of made your way in, and sort of, through, after a series of failed attempts, you made your way in to this sort of secret entrance, and you discovered that it contained sort of followers of a betrayer god that had been sort of left in stasis. Ingvar felt the urge of his patron Benthus once again, and saw when he saw the whip that lay on the pedestal in the middle of the room, surrounded by these followers by these followers sort of in stasis, by these followers of Zahir in stasis. He urged the party to flee, and then he went and took the whip. He triggered a paralysis trap, but that you managed to escape and you teleported away. Erdak used his rhino to block the passageway behind them, and you guys barely made your way out of this sort of this catacomb. Then you guys made your way down towards sort of the Festerwill Pool, which was sort of ringed in sort of a pale green, sickly mist. Standing in sort of the center along the shoreline of the Festerwill Pool was a creepy sort of mansion. Will entered into the mansion and then discovered he couldn't leave.
House. Big house.
For you, it's me.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow, 6-foot doors.
And he began to sort of explore the house using his detect magic spell. There he found sort of a sundial in sort of a hidden catacomb. He took the sundial and he turned the sundial, which triggered the planar shift that the sundial could do, and he was transported to the Feywild. He where we had left off, the rest of you were sort of standing outside of this house, and Wilfred had just arrived sort of in the bright, brilliant, sort of surreal gold of the fields of these sort of Elysian fields of the Feywild. And he was sort of staring out at there, sort of his eyes sort of blinking. And so Fellowship of the Chili Sad, or Wilfred, whichever one, what are you guys doing? As you guys, and Wilfred, as you find yourself in the Feywild?
We didn't see you planar shift, I imagine. I think you walked in.
Oh yeah, we couldn't go in because we tried, because he was.
You
go
can't
out.
leave. You can't leave.
We figured out that he couldn't leave
Yeah,
once he went in.
and so we had not gone in.
Well, let's say we give him 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Just
because
talking.
we were just gonna go look around. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we don't really know anything.
Should we try to go around the house just to
Wander around the house.
maybe there's another entrance or something?
After a few minutes, if we haven't heard from him.
I'm sorry, something weird just happened to my computer. Can you please repeat that?
Yeah,
Do it.
just like, oh, he's in there. So we just all kind of scope out the house, just kind of going
Okay.
around, pacing it, looking around, 5-10 minutes, and just trusting that he's still in there. And if we haven't seen, I mean, since we won't see him in 10 minutes, start calling out his name after 10 minutes.
Want to do?
Okay.
Um,
So everyone who's sort of surrounding the house, can I have you guys make perception checks, please?
We're gonna break it down and steal everything.
ooh.
What was that?
19.
Perception is.
I got 17.
17. All right. Erdak, what'd you roll?
Eric makes a natural 20.
I got a 28.
All right. Dang.
Or 27.
Okay.
Derek got a natural 20.
Carrot got an extra 20 as well.
Yeah.
All right. And then what'd you roll, Griffin?
The 15.
15. All right. So as you guys are sort of scoping out the house, looking around, you see a sort of weird, sort of wispy, dark, sort of Carrick and Urdak catch it first, sort of a wispy, dark, sort of revenant that sort of appears in some of the windows and sort of flickers away.
Is that Will?
What was that?
There seems to be some kind of
Some kind of spirit in there or
figure,
something.
spirit-like thing, and yeah.
I mean,
Will? You see that thing in there?
to be honest,
I'm assuming it did not take me 5 minutes to find the sundial.
No, it did not take you 5 minutes to find the sundial.
it was like 12 seconds.
That was basically the first thing you did.
I wasn't sure how long it took me to like go through the house.
So maybe haunted.
I don't hear Will. You guys
I
hear
haven't
anything?
heard anything for a while.
I have a couple things I want to do.
All right. Yep. Now, yeah. I just wanted.
Yeah, because we have like
Um,
20 minutes-ish.
Yeah. So I find out myself in the Feywild.
Mhm.
Is it because I specifically wanted to go there, or is it like my mind went there? Or is
Yeah.
it
So basically,
I figured
basically
that-
how the sundial works is that you planar shift, right? But you get to choose where you want to go.
All right. Can I check to see if it activates again?
Yeah. So you want to turn it again?
Yeah, I turn it the same, whatever. I do the exact same thing I did before.
Nothing happens.
Mm.
Um, All right.
Or just-
I will- I know that Feywild's tricky,
Mm-hmm.
or like it has trickery. I'll personally call out for Naviasuk.
Okay. What do you? Sorry. What did you say?
I'll just personally call out for Naviasuk.
All right. So you mean to call out Naviasuk's name?
If you're there, I'm stuck here.
No response.
All right. Then I will cast Sending.
Okay. Who are you
on,
sending to?
Angvor.
Okay. So how does sending work?
It's a 5% chance it could fail across planes.
Okay. So you're gonna roll for that
What do you roll?
using the percentage die if it's a 5% chance.
Yeah.
Or just
Um,
roll a D20 if it's a 1.
I can do a D20. If it's a 1, it fails. It's a 14.
If it's a 20.
14.
So I will say, hey, don't come in the house. Hey, don't come in the house. I'm in the Feywild for some reason. I'll see if I can come back.
Like, where'd you get
25. I think that was 20.
plus 20?
Are you pooping? How long is it there?
Guys, we'll just.
You can respond as well.
How does that work?
You may
Hear- we just hear your
respond.
voice.
You may respond to this. to
Or
message.
Angvor may, right?
Yeah.
So Angvor hears it in his head,
Uh,
and then he can mentally respond.
Oh. How did that happen? Hope you can make your way back. We will see what we can do here. Guys, Whittle somehow is in the Feywild. You know where Griffin, you remember when we got
Yeah,
sent
we got
there?
stuck there once. Well, not
Yeah.
stuck, but
We
sent.
got to, I don't know what happened, but he
How'd you get
said,
back that time?
somebody took us specifically
And then they
and
took
they
us
let
back.
us come back. Some aberration or beast from the Feywild came to our plane and took us. But I have no idea. He told us not to go into the house here.
You know, every single time, I've heard of stuff like this before, every time someone gets kidnapped, the letter always says, don't come in, or don't come after me. And normally it means come after them because they have the person, you know,
I will
under duress.
send a demon Chad into the house.
Okay.
Because I can see through him and it's not me.
Mhm.
And have him scope around, just scope around the house and see what he can see, fly into the rooms and
Okay.
keep an eye out. I know, tell him about that ethereal thing we saw and see if maybe that he picks something up in there, just, you know, scoping out.
Okay. So make a perception check for Demon Chad.
Don't use that name.
It's a magical house. That's an 8.
8. All right. So Demon Chad sort of begins to peruse the house. The house is filled with a lot of odd items. Many of them are not quite clear where they come from. You find sort of giant, heads of monstrosities and of abominations. You find your innately sort of intricate staffs. You find, swords that appear to be, immeasurably old, incredibly old. Now there are sort of a series of paintings on the walls. And in the paintings, you see sort of the same, you see different characters, but you see the same. Yeah, so you see a series of sort of, sort of a series of paintings that appear to change in dress throughout time. There's some similarities between them. You continue to go throughout the house. You don't see anything about the glimmering sort of flickering shadow that Urdak and Carrick had caught. But it's a creepy house and definitely odd.
Interesting. I'll relay this information, just kind of say, well, this seems like a house full of very, very precious and peculiar items. Very well guarded. It must be, as Will said, it may not be the most wise to go in there, but I don't see how it could help us get him back either. But there are many, many things. There are some swords and mounts and from hunts of beasts unknown and some series of strange paintings that all seem to have some similarities to each other and things that almost seem, I don't know. But yes, it seems very strange. Well, I'm not sure what there is. This house isn't on the lake, or is it?
Yeah, I guess it's not it doesn't go straight into the lake, but it is sort of on the shore, I should say.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can either go in and see if we can figure anything out, or we can
Sit out here and wait,
or we can just
just leave them.
go with that.
Yeah, I mean, it seems we have
We've got about 3 choices here.
our party at the same number from 4. So
Seems like an upgrade if you ask me.
it seems good enough, I think.
Same amount of action, right? Or more.
Actually, more because there's more mass. Yeah.
There's more animals you can get.
I mean, I think it's the.
I'm the new guy, so I don't know how attached are you all to this character here.
Yeah. He's been inconsequential in our quests.
I mean, he has healed me from unconscious a bunch.
He's the only person that
He is
can
kind
do
of weird otherwise.
Yeah. He has this weird obsession with pineapples and luau's. I talks about it all the time. It is kind of strange, but
And just a point of order. At a certain point, Demon Chad it disintegrates. He just completely poofs out of existence when he crosses a certain it's sort of the heart of the
like a certain time,
house.
a certain
Like
place.
walk through a door.
place. Yeah, so he walks through sort of a doorway in the center of the house and just disintegrates.
Okay, so I get like a last picture of what that like I would know that doorway.
Right. Yes. Correct.
Oh. Demon Chad just vanished. He's gone. I'm not sure.
He's gone to be with Will now.
He went through a doorway in the center of the house and he's gone. I don't have any connection with him anymore.
Can't bring him back. You know, sometimes you like snap and
No, I would have to summon him again. Completely new.
Would you, if he had been sent to another plane, would you still be able to connect with him?
Yeah.
So he's just gone.
Good thing I didn't walk through that.
cast 10th level disintegrate. So.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, I know if we do decide to go into this house, it seems like that would be a place to stay away from.
Agreed.
um, yeah, so we can sit on our thumbs and we go in and try to do something, but
Well,
the
be-
magic seed stuff isn't quite my forte.
I'd be up for whatever. I mean, I'm the new guy, but I don't particularly enjoy sitting around doing nothing, so.
yeah, I mean, we can go into the house.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna walk in through the door.
All right. So Erdak walks in through the door. Make a perception check for me, Erdak.
It's 14.
14. All right. So you look around, and you see that again, it's as Angor had described it. There are massive, or heads of sort of bizarre beasts, and creatures that almost resemble orcs or other sort of evil humanoids. There are arms. There are all sorts of interesting things. There are sort of stairways sort of going up and down. It's sort of a little bit like a Mobius strip. And things are kind of a little bit topsy-turvy here. No sign of Will. No sign of the shape you had seen outside.
Well,
I'll follow in. Why not?
All right, so Girthing, you enter in as well.
it's pretty much.
I can bust through a wall if I have to.
And I
Pretty much the
will,
way you described. I mean, I'll stay back out the door to.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'll take out some rope.
Mhm.
And is there a railing kind of close or something near the house that I could outside of the door?
Yeah, so there are outside the door, there's probably a tree within, we'll say, like 50 feet of the
Yeah.
door that you could probably tie a rope to.
I'll tie a rope around that and at least I'll walk in with that
Mhm.
rope, have it in there, at least in the doorway, just as a thought. I don't know if
Okay.
that's work, but
Mhm.
that gives it some kind of possibility in my head. So
Oh,
Feel better.
Yeah.
there's a way out. Guys,
I mean,
we good. I got an exit plan.
We weren't.
The
able to
rest of the
yank-
party's just trapped in the house.
We tried to yank them out last time, and that didn't work.
Yeah, well,
So,
that was
I
a
mean,
human. This is a rope.
If it makes you feel better, that's.
I think,
great,
you
but
know,
I don't have a lot of confidence in that.
hey, optimism. Well, what do we want to look around here and?
Well,
so all three of you are in the house okay.
well,
Guys, we should have sent Aurelia and Kerrigan.
Be rid of him forever.
And
is
we'll-
there any
yeah.
like items that look particularly interesting or?
Everything.
I'll just kind of start I don't know,
Touching things.
ran around with like
That's what got us.
whatever sitting somewhere.
All right. So make an investigation check for me.
What it's gonna be. I'll pick up one of the
There's some swords or some.
I'll pick
mounts,
up
there's
one of
some
the old
shields,
swords.
shields.
All right. Sure.
It's his arm.
Nice.
What was that check for?
There's an investigation check.
That's probably-
Investigation. Yikes. That's a 8.
8. All right. So, all right. So, as you touch one of the sword flies up 30 feet into the air. It sort of hovers there.
Guys, you see that?
Yeah.
Is it the thing, the ghosty we've been seeing?
I didn't see anything. I just saw the sword shoot up in the air. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe don't touch the swords. I don't know.
I'll look for a like a mace or something that's not a sword. That's a
Okay.
weapon.
All right. Go ahead.
It's not a sword.
Well, we gotta find out.
Yeah,
Is
we
it
gotta
all
do
the
something.
swords or is it something or something or all weapons?
All right. You pick up a mace.
Sure.
You look at it. It sort of shimmers briefly, but
Huh.
nothing doesn't hover into the air like the sword her deck just touched it.
Must just be the swords.
Interesting.
Well, we still gotta find Will.
I'd take a closer look at the series of paintings that you.
Okay. Make a investigation check, or no, make a intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence check.
I told you, need to roll.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay. So you look at each of the paintings, and you agree with Ingvar that there's something about these paintings that is somewhat familiar. There's some similarities, but as you look at it, most of the individuals in these different paintings are different. You know, some of these places some of them look more more like a desert. Some of them look more like a forest. Some of them look like on the coast. In the background, however, this same house isn't in the background of every single one of these scenery or these scenes.
Hey guys, I just noticed all of these pictures, it has the same house in it. I feel like there's something to do with these pictures that we're missing here.
If you touch one, does it fly up in the air?
I'll touch one of the pictures.
It's a painting.
No, it's just feel like a normal painting.
Yeah, you sort of like rub sort of like and smear it ever so slightly.
Are you saying it's this house?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
I
got
will,
twins.
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, it just seems evil in here to me. And I will take out the Helm of Devil command and I will put that on.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna do anything at this point other than just if it gives me the ability to identify the location and type of every devil within 1,000 feet. If
Okay.
there is, if there is any, obviously.
Okay. So there are no devils within 1,000 feet.
Other than Erdak.
The Hell of Devil command is like massive.
It
So
it
there's
also
also-
changes shape to my head.
Yep.
And I'll take it off then. I was just
Okay.
like assuming maybe or thinking. I mean, let's walk around the house a little bit more. And I'll notice that if we're walking through the house, I'll notice that door and I'll point it out and say, guys, that's a
Must be something good in there.
door frame where Demon Chad went through and
Alright.
was consumed. Can we,
Well,
that door, is it open? I guess
Yeah.
if-
It's not even like there's not even a door there. It's just a threshold.
Yeah. So can we look through it and kind of see what's in from the other side?
Look through it. It's sort of like a study or a den. It's got a crackling fireplace in it. The flame is purple. It's got some what look like comfortable chairs in there. There is a feast on a table, sort of by the fireplace and near the chairs.
I'll take the mace that he touched,
Hmm.
nothing happened with, I'll pick it up and I'll kind of toss it through the doorway and see what happens.
You toss it through the doorway. It sort of shimmers for a second, like with sort of like a bluish light. And so you can see it sort of like fritzes a little bit, and then it just sort of, and then the mace now seems a little bit duller, and a little bit less.
Well,
Doesn't seem to have as much energy on it as it used to.
You know what, I
seems like
think it's a non-magical barrier.
yeah, it seems to be removing some kind of magical properties, perhaps.
That could be easily why Demon Chad has been, because he's pure.
I mean, I don't have a lot of magic stuff for me. I could hand it all over to y'all and we want to go in. I have a couple things, but not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I have too much magic within me.
But you cast magic, so what if it
Yeah.
makes you no longer magic?
Exactly, and I don't know how
Yeah, that's
permanent that
Quite
is.
a risk.
That's why, yeah, I think you should, yeah,
I mean-
hand over your magical stuff.
All I can do is speak to animals and speak to nature, become almost nature. That's all I can do.
Well, I mean, if it seems to be that it's not destroying things outright, it does seem to be.
Use my rage.
No longer cast any spells.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hand, I guess I'll hand over, I've got the broom of flying. I've got my trident. I still have lavender, that's it. Oh, I have an amulet on me that I should probably take off. And I'll hand over the Death Knight coin.
To who?
Actually, I'll give them to aim for.
All right.
I can't go anymore. Get to the door.
This shot, leave something on it, just shots you. I think, yeah, all my magical, oh, and I have a cloak too that's magical, so I'll just get rid of all my magic stuff.
Hey,
All right.
before you do that, let me try something.
Oh, no.
Can I just try walking back out the main door? We never even tried that.
Yeah. So you try and walk out the main door.
He's not us.
All
Alright, I just wanted to check. Alright,
Hey, have you
I
tried the rope?
He is a good mind. so-
I tried pulling on the rope to get myself out.
You aren't able to get through the barrier
Well-
using the rope.
I just want to check before.
Can
we
the
do
rope
anything.
go back out?
Don't throw the
No,
rope.
no, no. Does it like,
You're not
I
here.
might hear.
No, I'm satisfied that I can't get out and come back.
All right.
Will was a good mind, so it's a good job.
Don't want a good mind to go to waste.
Alright, carry on.
All right, then I'll try to walk through the barrier.
All right, so you walk through the threshold where so you do feel sort of like this weird sort of like cloudiness in your mind a little bit. But other than that, you seem unaffected.
Is that possible?
Yes,
What do you see in there? Anything?
I mean, there's some food over here, there's some books, which nobody really wants any of those, I imagine. And,
Yeah.
some comfortable chairs.
I'll walk around with it.
Yeah, I'll just kind of shuffle through some stuff. The food look like it's like hot and fresh, or like it's kind of been there a little bit, or.
You touch it, it seems fresh enough, yeah.
Sure.
And you notice they're actually on the other side of the room, there is a similarly size and shape fireplace with a purple flame in it.
There's purple fire in here, that sounds magical.
I'm sorry, no, it's just on one side of the room. My apologies. Made a mistake, sorry. Just on one side of the room.
Well, I'll start looking around the fireplace first. That's
Okay.
the most.
So make a perception check or investigation check, your choice.
Doesn't matter.
Well, there is a difference. For investigation, I got a 2. For a perception, I got a 0.
All right, so you look around for a bit and you smell something. No, I mean it just seems like a normal-ish, I mean, normal enough sort of den.
Nothing unusual here.
Okay, well, purple fire, I guess it's just like they bought some special wood,
Mhm.
that holiday wood that you, or that special wood you can buy that burns different colors, crackles.
Is the purple fire, is it like hot, like regular fire, or is it?
Who knows?
Who knows? Wow.
Um,
Can you come out of this room?
I'll go look, I'll head circling back, but I'll just look around the desk to see if I see anything that
All right,
looks.
so you look around the desk, and on the other side of this room,
Okay.
you see a sort of a translucent sort of figure drifting through. It's sort of a stately elf.
Yeah, is there someone else in here?
He sort of drifts through and like sort of walks into a wall and disappears.
Oh, he's gotten out, it's okay.
What was it?
I mean, he walked through the wall and he was an elf,
Wizard deck.
and then he left.
I will reach out telepathically, just in case, because he's saying there's some, I don't know who it is, but it's with aberration, beast, elemental, or monstrosity that has an innate swimming speed, just in case that might be somebody like that. Who, is there anybody in here?
No response.
And I will speak it out loud as well.
No response.
I mean, they don't really want to talk. I mean, if it's about, I mean, do y'all want any of this food? I don't see anyone eating it.
I don't think
Should I
that
grab
is a
some?
risk worth
You
taking.
don't want a plate?
What's this? As an action, you can expend one ranger spells.
Yeah, so, yeah, I rolled poor enough, so I'll just end up leaving the room again.
Okay. Leave the room again.
Alright,
So I would like to use primeval awareness.
Okay, what does that do?
As an action, you can expend one ranger spell slot, 1 minute per level of the spell slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you.
Okay,
I'll use level 1.
yeah, so give me 1 second. So what was it? Primordial?
Yeah, primeval
Awareness? Primeval.
awareness.
Okay.
oh, they have some of that on the table.
Ah, that's about it.
Okay, so. Okay, so you can say aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. You sense none of them within, it's 6 miles if you are in your. So
Fae
what 1 mile? What's your favorite terrain?
It is forest, mountain, swamp.
Haunted houses.
Okay, so I will say that you do sense that outside of the house, there are some aberrations.
Like how far outside?
So it says this feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or number. So,
Well, I can sense that there's some kind of aberrations, but I'm pretty sure they're outside of the house. I'm not sure what that was that you saw.
Oh, well, I mean, he went right through the walls. I should have tried going to the wall. Maybe it was the secret door.
Maybe. Where did he go through the wall?
All right, I'm gonna turn around, go back into the room and see if I can walk through the wall.
all right, so you go through the room, go to the other side, you walk headfirst into the wall. It's like the train station in Harry Potter when they close it and they run just headlong into the side of it's like a platform, like whatever, 1.5, like 3.5, whatever. It's exactly what happens to Gerthang. Just crashes into the wall.
Maybe hit a lever or something.
Maybe. Well,
So now another sort of figure drifts by
Another one.
sort of behind you. It's this time it's sort of a female human. He sort of drifts by behind you, walks through the house, sort of towards in a different direction, sort of
Okay.
rises up through the air.
Do we see it outside the room also?
Make a perception check.
Hey,
22.
Yes, you do.
I'll try to call out to it like, hello there.
No response.
I'll go and try to grab like the shoulder just to see.
Your hand passes through.
Ah. All right, guys.
We seem to be trapped in here.
Some kind of an illusion.
There are people there. I'm not there. Eric is there.
Maybe that's how they get to the barrier.
Or maybe they're all just trapped in here like we are.
Well, we're not trapped yet.
Also, point of order. So you see a silvery cord extends between the silver blade of this woman and trails behind.
A silver cord.
Yeah, it sort of trails behind her for about a foot.
Can I, like missing her shoulder? Can I try to go down and pick that up?
Nope, you can't get that either.
There were ghosts. Well, I guess I'll leave this room then. It's just full of ghosts.
Is there an upstairs to this house? Is there?
Yes, there is an upstairs.
When you leave
Let's-
the room, do you?
I'm gonna,
Yeah, when I leave, does the cloud go away from my head? Or am I
Yes,
just-
it does when you leave the room.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not there.
I have magical intelligence. Been blessed.
What are you doing, Wilfred?
So I have set up those tentacles.
Uh-huh.
I've set up my tentacles. I'm checking them to make sure that, if I notice any movement, I don't remember how far the distance was of those. But it was pretty far because because they were able to reach us from thousands of miles away or whatever.
Right.
If-
Nobody has
if-
passports.
Then I'll check for any signs of like civilizations.
Okay.
Like, not just if there's like any trees or if,
Yeah, so make an investigation check.
cool. Not survival.
Okay, let's make sure.
Investigation, that's a 10, flat 10.
The 10. All right. So as you are investigating, you find a sort of broken sort of sign on the ground that reads Broken Stone Vale.
Okay. Which direction is it?
It's just lying on the ground. So
Where it would be hanging up?
there's a broken signpost. It's a little unclear which way it would be going.
Do I see any trees or any like buildings like off in the distance or anything like
I mean, so yeah, so sort of like sort of in the like so like there's a signpost. It's probably like you see the line there in the direction that sort of the signpost that would have been pointing if it had been on the sign from where it was on the ground. There's sort of like a sort of it's going from sort of these sort of long sort of golden grassy fields into sort of a more of a sort of birch poplar sort of forest that you know is covered in sort of these golden leaves and sort of a gold you know sort of these silvery sort of boughs and branches and trunks of trees.
I'm trying to remember.
Also, do you have by any chance, do you have a purple crystal?
A purple what?
Crystal
Crystal from
from earlier on?
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what came from.
purple gym.
I have diamonds, rubies. I don't recall putting a crystal down, but I'm not sure where that would be,
Okay,
where that would have been from.
that's okay.
You just dropped your favorite.
Then, so it was the town was Brokenstone.
Broken. Sorry.
Yeah.
You have it.
And I do have a shard of a purple gem.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's not Wilfred. All right, so Broken Stone Veil.
Broken Stone Veil. I will cast Sending
Okay,
on let's do Naviasik.
okay,
Naviasik, its role. Naviasik, its will. I accidentally teleported to Feywild with signpost near Broken Stone Veil. Do you know where I could maybe find a way home?
Wilfred, it is good to hear from you again. Broken Stone Veil. It is good to hear from you. Broken Stone Veil is the home of the lycanthropes.
Become a werewolf.
Yeah.
Like thirst.
There is a portal near the ever shifting grasses. It's 25 words.
Ever shifting grasses.
Mhm.
So you said that the grasses, was it? It was the direction of Broken Stone Veil, and that was changing colors, or it was just silver?
Yeah, so do you have a compass, like a Feywild compass?
No.
Okay.
The last time I was in the Feywild, all I got was a croissant.
All right.
Went to the crate, into the Feywild, and all I got was this shirt.
All I got is this lousy t-shirt.
So probably don't want to.
Pick a random direction, go. Just start walking. Roll a 360 dice.
So if I didn't notice any movement with those tentacles, I would have packed them up. When I leave.
Mhm.
But in the meantime, I will cast it again in Naviasik.
Okay.
Are lycanthrope friendly? Are lycanthrope friendly? Shifting, ever shifting grasses. Is that near? The silver grasses, I believe I am at. That's it.
Okay. Lycanthropes are dangerous, but can be helpful. Ever shifting grasses are duskward of the moonbrush
Duskward of Moonbrush.
Turn away from the ever clinging fog, and you will go, and you will be headed. You will be good. There you go. You'll be good.
It's so hard to come up with 25 words for.
Mhm.
So yeah, I will pack my stuff up. Grab. What all do I have? Um, Duskward or Moonbrush, what's that? Uh, Well, moon is silver. I'm assuming that's what he's referring to. So I'm at the Moonbrush. I'll go Duskward
Okay.
and I just walk.
So you walk, where are you walking towards?
Duskward of wherever that Moonbrush is.
Do you know which way is Duskward?
It is west, which is where the sun sets, and since Feywild is always the constant light, that would be what he is going based off of.
Okay, all right, got it. All right, so you begin to head Duskward. All right, rest of the party, what are you guys doing?
I was gonna go upstairs and check
Okay.
around, see if there's any other unique things and look at all the trinkets and see if there's anything that stands out particularly seemingly magical or that is different
Make a
Then-
perception check.
the other air, no. Not, that's an 11.
11. So as you are sort of walking up the stairs, another sort of drow-like person sort of wafts through with again with a silver cord extending about about a foot behind him. And as you head up, you see sort of a mirror. And in the mirror, you see
Wow.
you started seeing yourself, but then you see into what is sort of it's sort of a sort of cloudy sort of gray sort of mist that sort of looms in front of you. You begin to feel sort of weightless and to float a little bit.
Walking towards the mirror.
You're walking up the stairs towards the mirror.
So I stop as I start feeling that, and can I see it? Is there any like door? Like, is there anything else at the top of the stairs other than the mirror? Or
Nope, it's just the mirror. And there's sort of you see what looks like on the floor in there, you see this sort of like looks like almost like a puddle that has sort of a weird sort of greenish reddish hue to it.
Greenish, reddish.
I'll take out a piece of copper
Mm-hmm.
and throw it at the mirror.
You throw it at the mirror, it passes through the mirror,
and
and then it just begins to sort of float.
Float. Do I see it in the mirror floating, or is it
You
like
see it at first for a little bit in the mirror floating, but it just continues to sort of travel outward through the mirror.
and then I'll take another copper,
Mhm.
throw it at that puddle.
All right, so you throw it at the puddle, it disappears through the puddle, and I guess yes, it disappears through the puddle.
Will get hit in the head with a copper. Huh. Well, I guess we don't need to fall through that.
And that's when you need that rope.
Oh, I probably have a rope. Do I? Probably not. Nope. The rope is listed. Oh, we do have 50 foot of rope. Should I dip the end in, see how far it goes?
Well, I was thinking tie it around somebody and
Do you want to go in the red green puddle?
at least through the mirror.
Oh, see the mirror.
I can fly into the mirror.
I've got this broom.
Yeah, I have shoes though.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, if you want to.
I don't necessarily want to,
I
but
mean,
I'm curious.
we're trying to rescue one person, might as well make it two.
Can we tie the end to the broom first and you tell it to go there and see if it will
Oh,
come
I
back?
mean, I don't even have to, well, I guess if I lose it, that'd be bad. But yeah, I can tell this thing to go wherever.
Yeah, so maybe let's at least see if it's possible to come back and I'll
Yeah.
tie
Yeah, tell the broom to go through the mirror.
with the rope attached.
Oh. And then do like some loops or something if it can,
Okay.
And then try and pull it
and
back.
then try to get it back.
All right. So you guys send the broom through.
Yeah.
All right. So you get tie the rope to the broom. You send the broom through, and then you tell it to come back.
Yep.
And try pulling it back, I guess, too. And
All right. So you guys begin to try to pull it back. So again, so the broom sort of hovers up in the air, sort of soars through the mirror, past into the sort of the great beyond. You guys try and pull it back, and you pull, and at first, it seems like it's not able to make it through the mirror. And it sort of like dips down awkwardly, and it appears through the color pool in the ground, sort of out of the floor, and it sort of appears back up.
Well, that was unexpected.
interesting.
But are we eventually able to get it back out of the mirror?
You are able to eventually get it back out. Although you have a rope going into the mirror and out of the puddle right now.
Just pull it all the way through.
Should we pull it all the way through?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
we'll let go of the rope and then pull the broom now with the rest of the rope attached, so we get the rope.
Got it? Yeah.
It's an interesting room, but does it get us closer to Will? Maybe.
Here, wait,
Hard to say.
I guess we're at the top of
Can
the
we-
steps, right?
let's do that again.
If it was a person.
Tie the rope to the broom. Let's keep it tied there. Have the rope, have the broom go through again and pull it back through the puddle. But this time, you hold on, one of you hold on to the broom and one of you hold on to the rope, and I'll grab the rope and fly through. So I have a way,
You have a
a
line.
a line
to
both
run through.
ways, yeah.
Alright,
All right, we'll do whatever we have to do to get the
we'll try.
rope going.
try
through
that.
this.
Do you understand? I don't know.
I'm
if that-
sorry. No, I'm sorry. I was what?
So we're gonna have so we now kind of have this like idea that, okay, we can get it to come through and go through the puddle. We'll
Mhm.
have to go back through the mirror and then pull it back through and have it come through the puddle again, hopefully. And then one of them is gonna hold on to the broom, which has
rope.
or one of them is basically gonna hold on to one end of the rope and one of them is gonna hold on to the other end of the rope. So the
Okay.
ropes,
A loop.
both ends are in the house and it's a
Mhm.
loop, and then I'm going to hold on to the rope and
Mhm.
fly through, so it gives me like a way to
Okay.
hopefully,
Tethered back to reality.
Okay.
pull yourself back if you need to.
All right. So you guys send the broom through. It comes back through the puddle. And then where you fly through.
As once I make sure that they've got a hold of the both ends of the rope, and
Got it.
Got it.
has got the rope, and I'll grab the rope, make sure I'm holding onto the rope, and
Mhm.
and
You sort of fly through into the great beyond. So you enter into a sort of a bizarre sort of almost alien other dimension. There are sort of weird sort of asteroids sort of floating upside down. You see sort of this sort of gray fog hangs in the air. You hear just 1,000 whispers in your head almost immediately. It's like the air is filled with voices speaking to you. You know, the sort of the you see like these clouds, and you sort of seems sort of ethereal, but then you see some like, you know, you see they sort of like almost gently bump into the asteroids and drift away, and you hear sort of a growl or of some sort, a sort of giant roar. And you see You don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, so I'm holding, yeah, I mean, if you want to say.
I try to speak to him and say, ask him what he can see in there.
He can't hear you.
And I'm still, can I see where the rope, I see where it
Yes.
came from, can I see like, do I get to see back in?
It's you can see through the mirror into the house.
So it's like, yeah, I can, it's
Yeah,
a,
you can see Erdak there holding the rope. His mouth is moving right now.
and then I can see where the rope loops back around. Is
Yeah, you
there-
can see where it loops around. There's sort of like on one of these clouds. You see sort of a mercury like puddle, sort of a silvery puddle there.
Hmm. And that's where the rope's
Well,
at,
he
and
can't hear us, you think we should pull him back?
I'll,
Yeah.
as I'm hearing a growl, I'll quickly, I mean, use the rope to reel myself back, whichever way, it doesn't really matter. I'll go through the other puddle just to kind of see what that, if that's a different experience. Go through the second portal, pop back up.
So you sort of fly through the portal. You are able to pass through this portal. You enter back in. The whispers stop. The growling stops. And you're back in the house.
What was in there?
I have no idea. I mean, like alien dimension, floating
Hmm,
upside down houses and asteroids and things are just skewed everywhere. Voices in my head constantly. I have no idea what's saying.
Hmm.
They're just like I mean, they're just jumbled voices, not like any
Yeah,
kind of-
jumbled voices. Some of them are in languages you can understand. Some of them
Yeah.
aren't. Some of them are in languages that probably aren't even languages.
Yeah,
so
And
not
then-
the Feywild.
I heard some low guttural growl coming at the end there from somewhere that made me come back, but this house is an access point to some dimension.
Well, I say let's not fall down that
Yeah, it
hole.
doesn't sound like a place we need to go. Sound like it's gonna get us any closer to.
Did
finding your
I-
friend, so.
When I was there, did I notice any other similar looking portal type that could be portals? I don't know.
I mean, I would have had you roll a perception check, but now that you're out, I'll say you didn't.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I didn't really
Yeah.
look.
Well, I guess
Get
we're in
disoriented.
a hallway, right at the top. I assume we're
Mhm. Yeah, it's sort of it's a weird. It's like a landing. It's the best way to describe it. It's not really.
doors. Are they all
Okay.
shut? Or
Yeah, all the doors are shut up here. Yeah.
Well, we can keep checking some rooms. Sounds like we need to stay out of the mirrors and stay out of any red and green puddles we see.
I'll go back in real quick to the
all right.
mirror. And I will look around first to check and
Alright.
thinking about any other portals, and at some point, once I scan the horizon, I'll start shouting for Will as well to see maybe if that's
All right.
where I can hear him or he could hear me.
As you pass through the portal, make a perception check, both for Will and
Hold
for
the rope still again. That's a 18 this time.
18 this time. All right. So as you are sort of passing through the portal, you see a large serpent-like creature that's sort of floating through the air. It has two heads, and it roars at you. And sort of it's a ways off. It's not like right there, but so and you can almost like feel its breath, even though it seems like it's way off. You hear sort of the thousand thoughts sort of reverberating in your mind, and sort of
That'll stun me for a minute as I come to my grasps, though. I mean,
so
I
you
will
don't see Will,
shouting for him, yelling.
and you don't see any more puddles.
No point. Okay.
And I don't hear him.
No.
Okay, then I'll go back to the mirror.
All right. And so again, you can use to fly towards you, sort of like almost like swimming, like a dolphin or something through the air. And it's not flying like a dragon. It's more like sort of swimming at you.
Guys, I just wanted to check. Maybe there would have been. I didn't get the chance to. The first time overwhelmed me, but I didn't get a chance to yell. The voices in just that environment. I thought maybe there might be a chance Will could have heard me and
knowing that these portals were there, I mean, could have found another portal maybe, but I didn't see anything else. There was except for a large two-headed serpent that also was coming towards me.
Oh, or should we get out the road? then?
I don't know if it wants to come through here, but it was a ways off in the realm. But yeah,
All right, should we just go door by door, see what, if we can find anything that helps us?
yeah.
Alright.
Keep looking around.
I'll go and grab a door handle and open it up.
All right. Can I have you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Perfect.
Is it a thing I can see? Cause I get advantage.
Or
Or what, how, it's a danger sense or whatever.
yeah, it would be.
Traps. Oof, it was a dex saving.
Mhm.
10.
10. That's a failure. Um,
Danger sense doesn't help.
that is almost max damage. That is 23 points of damage.
Okay.
Good grief.
Guys, I think they did something to this door now.
So what happens is there's sort of like this, it's like explosion of flame that like sort of blackens your face as you open this door and it sort of explodes. Yes.
But the door does open.
The door does open.
Guys, it's okay.
Hey, we got the door
I
open.
disarmed the trap.
I mean,
Hey, thank you.
that works.
That's one way to do it.
He rolled a natural 20 on his disarmed trap.
Mhm. I knew that was there. I knew that was
True.
there, guys.
Yeah, trigger.
What would it do?
Well, I guess we'll
I
go
guess
in.
we'll Go in and look around in the room.
All right, so you enter into this room. This room, again, it's sort of there's a sort of silvery puddle, much like you saw in the other realm, Angvor, on the floor in the middle. And surrounding it, you see sort of different sort of on the walls, you see different sort of images of different creatures. There are a fair amount of slad there. There are Gith Yonki on the wall as well. But sort of they're like almost like weird cave paintings, almost like sort of what's the word? Like what was Picasso's art form? Like they're sort of
Not absurdist, but
yeah, there's some like impressionist cave paintings. They sort of have like shapes. You can tell what they are, but they're not meant necessarily to be super realistic.
I guess we'll look around for any items that might be. Well, I guess that's what you did, right? I looked around. Are there any other doors leading out, or is it just kind of a dead end?
This is kind of a dead end, and in this room you see a window that peers out into the outside.
Maybe that we can get out that way. Try.
Yeah, I'll go open the window and try to stick my arm out.
Okay, you go to open the window. You can't lift it up.
Here, I'll try. I'll go over and I'll.
All right, make a strength check.
Do I care about breaking it? If I go to break it, I get advantage. Oh my god! It wobbled on an 18, but now I have it's a check, so I got a 9.
9. So you go and you pull on the sash, and you're unable to lift the window.
Is the window locked?
Yeah.
Is it-
Yeah, I mean, so you look around there, you don't see an obvious lock on it.
Gotcha.
I find a heavy feeling object and
Mhm.
break the glass.
All right, make an attack roll with your dexterity modifier.
It's 24.
24. So you throw the stone at the window, and it sort of hits the window, and then it sort of rebounds back, sort of with the same force, in sort of the opposite, sort of almost reflects, and sort of Girthing has to duck and to avoid that sort of like this, whatever sort of like
I don't think we're getting out through there.
What if we dove at it really fast and it shoots us out the other side of the house?
Yes.
Go right ahead and try
You
that.
do that one.
Alright, well, this one, it doesn't work.
Here, Erdak, hold this rope still. And I'll get Erdak to hold the rope
All right.
and I will
Hold it.
slowly descend into the puddle.
All right, so you begin to slowly descend into the puddle, and you sort of begin to go through slowly, 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 and you find yourself exiting the front door.
Oh, nice. Can I go back through the portal or do I just go back through the front door?
Yeah, it's just like you're walking out the front door, basically.
Oh, you're back at the front.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Hey,
So I will then
if
let
we-
go of the rope
All right.
and
oh no, we dropped.
I feel when you let go of the rope and frantically start pulling it back.
All right. For example, the Angor is not on the end of that rope.
sneakily go back
what'd you
into
do?
the.
All right, make a stealth check, Angor.
I'm gonna sneakily go back into the house
That was two
and go back to
people.
that room.
All right, make a stealth check.
Oh, it's a 8.
8.
Oh.
All right. So what are you guys' past perceptions?
My passive is a 9.
All right.
10 plus your perception.
Yeah, it's an 18. So you can 18.
So you-
I rolled actively and got a 3. But
So you guys, as you're staring at the puddle, you hear footsteps on the stairwell. It's creeping up towards you. You turn around and look back, and there's Angvor sort of standing on the staircase.
I thought you were a goner.
suddenly the snake got you. You know, we should have put a hook on the end.
Guys,
This is a ghost.
jump through that puddle.
Okay. I'm just gonna jump.
All right, so Girthin, you jump through the puddle, and you sort of stumble out the front door.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
he made it, so I'll follow through the puddle as well.
All right, you
Really?
also walk through the front door.
And then I'll jump back, and then I'll
Walk
jump
up.
behind as well.
All right, and so the three of you exit the house.
At least we found a way.
Yeah, we found a
That's
way.
good.
Yeah, this is good.
so if we
I
get
guess
Will
we,
now.
we don't have to worry so much about going back in now.
Yeah.
So,
That means we can take all the items in there, right?
That's true.
Loot it.
It's like just a big pile of. We'll get back and like look
Start
outside. it's
taking
like-
items and chucking them in the puddle. Is there any like bows or anything?
Wait, are you looking for bows?
I'll go back into the house and look around.
Make a perception. You're looking for bows. Make a perception check.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Are you looking for bows? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Make a perception check, please.
a long bow perhaps, any kind of bow really.
Yeah. Might find something.
That's 14.
14. So you find a bow that sort of is the limbs of it are sort of shaped like dragon's wings.
Ooh, interesting. I will attempt to pick it up.
All right. So as you pick it up, nothing happens.
20 points of damage.
Well, all right. I'll keep carrying it around for now.
Okay. All right.
See how I feel about it.
Are you out of the house or in the
I'll
house?
take it back out through the puddle.
All right. So as you go, you take this bow back out through the puddle. No issue.
I'll attempt to shoot an arrow with it and see how it feels.
Okay. One quick second while I do
Just
something.
like a tree, set a nearby tree.
All right. So you put a bow in the you put an arrow, sort of knock an arrow into the bow, and as you fire, and as you sort of aim, make an attack roll at the sort of towards the tree.
Nope.
12.
12. So you sort of fire, and sort of skims wide. But as you do that, sort of as it hits, sort of and it strikes, you see this crackling of lightning energy as it sort of strikes sort of the ground nearby.
Like it.
That's cool.
I'll strap it on my back.
All right.
Keep a hold of this one.
Nice.
This bow seems to have some kind of
Yeah, I can see
electrical
that.
power to it.
I like your style there, Erdak.
Hey, you guys.
We steal from.
Finders,
houses.
keepers, losers, weepers.
I mean,
Yeah.
nobody seems to live in here.
Yeah.
There's literally hot food in one.
They're invisible people. What do you think they're gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, we tried to ask them. I would have asked, but
Yeah.
they didn't listen to me.
They said, "Go ahead."
Yeah.
He said,
They
"Do
didn't
you-
say don't
Do
take
do
it.
you mind if I take it?" And they didn't say anything.
Exactly. That's
That's
a non-answer is a
Say,
yes.
say something if I cannot.
Yeah.
All right, Wilfred, what are you doing during this time?
So I've been walking,
Mhm.
and I'm just trying to find a point and just keep that in mind
Mhm.
when I'm walking. And currently if I'm walking like 30 minutes or so, I may just look for shelter.
Okay.
And try to get ready for the
Roll a percentile die for me, please.
percentile dice.
Mhm.
There's a deep turn and there's a deep
You lost.
35.
35. Okay. So as you're walking through sort of these, I'm sorry, as you're walking through these grass or this golden, sort of ever shifting grass, you see that behind you there is no sort of path. You see sort of motion on different sides. You're sort of weirded out and creeped out a little bit, and you're sort of like looking to your left and to your right. You're sort of passing, and all of a sudden you sort of trip and sort of find yourself sort of falling and falling.
Ah!
Into a puddle.
And you reappear. So you reappear back where the dial had taken you from, sort of on the in sort of one of these hallways.
Wait, in the house?
Mhm.
We're all outside the house.
Cool.
Chatting, having a good time.
I will go back to the front door because I'm assuming that's where they'll be.
All right.
I'm back. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure how to get out of the house, but
I
I'm
just-
back.
What we
Yeah.
said-
Are you out there, guys? Hello.
Yeah, we haven't, I think you're stuck there forever, Will. Yeah, Demon Chad died and I think we decided just to wait out
Just
here.
don't go in the dinner room, but, you know,
The what?
The food.
don't taste the food or even go in that room.
Yeah, I would never plan on eating food in my random house I would go in.
Oh, yeah, no,
Um,
we definitely didn't do it.
I don't know why you were
Self-righteous. Well, I'll describe to him the room with the puddle and there's
Alright.
a room that's study, we opened a door, it was trapped, but we got it open and there's a puddle in the middle of the floor. Go jump in that puddle.
Not the first puddle you see.
I'll do it.
Maybe someone should go show him because.
No, I think we should just tell
I'll do
him.
an insight check.
Make an insight check.
Let's use this. Insight is 23.
They're telling the truth.
I will, so you said going through up the steps?
Not up the steps, but around, like at the bottom of the steps, right to the left, there's a door that looks, it might be a little bit burnt, the handle, but there's a puddle in the middle of the floor. Go jump in that
That
puddle.
was up the steps.
No, because there were no doors up the steps. So I don't,
There was a little hallway.
It wasn't the steps. Yeah. All the doors were closed.
I'm
so,
assuming you would actually know.
yeah, describe
Yeah.
that.
That is
Alright,
right.
I will go up the steps, find the wooden, burnt door handle,
Hmm.
go through,
As you're sort of going towards the puddle, sort of you see Morgana drift through in front of you with sort of a tether between her shoulder blades, sort of about a rope tether, seeing about a foot behind.
Morgana, what are you doing here? Hello?
Doesn't appear to notice you.
Morgana?
Should have told him about the trap walls.
What do you, and I'll just try to chase her.
All right. So you try and chase her, and you step in the puddle and disappear and sort of stumble out the front door because she's sort of crossing the room. And so if you're chasing her, you would fall through the puddle.
I see you found the puddle there.
Yeah,
That was really strange.
Good thing you didn't go through the other puddle.
Yeah.
That would have been a whole
Um,
different trip.
Yeah, how about we just leave here and never speak of this again?
yeah. We had a time ourselves. I hope you found your way back. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
How'd you get sent there to begin with?
Magical sundial.
Oh, where did you find that?
Do you still have it?
I go through my bag that I put it in.
And the point of where it's sort of like the size of like a compass, or it's like it fits in the palm of your hand. Or it's like a hand sundial.
Um,
Well,
I'm not sure why it sent me back after an hour or so, but
You stole from this house?
no.
We would never.
yeah.
It just,
Eric,
I forgot that it was in my bag.
Yeah, you know, this house didn't seem that great anyways. And
I agree. Let's go.
Yeah.
Whoever owns this place, I mean,
Waterfront property, but man, it is cursed.
I don't wanna be here when they get back, so.
Well, I think that we
Um,
at least have the whole party back together, which is good. But yes, that was
Let's
a
just
very,
stay clear of the lake as well.
very
Just go around it.
intriguing time. But yeah, I think we should just push past this and move on towards the cliffs.
Was it? I don't lose any memories or anything from the Feywild.
Yeah, make a
do
wisdom saving throw. Yeah. I'm sorry, I meant to tell you that.
I? That is a 29.
Yeah, you remember everything.
Nice. So yeah, let's just head on, be wary of this place, and if we ever see it again in another area, just know what it is. At least there did seem to be pictures on the walls indicating that this house may be in multiple locations.
Or it'd
Maybe it can teleport.
be a
Or-
teleporting house. I mean, it did have the sundial that
It could
teleports.
be any number of things, but yes.
maybe the house, the sundial.
Yeah.
Maybe we're still in the house.
Ah,
Well, I
Oh,
think let's.
I could have saw them in the house. I don't know why. Like, I thought I was in the Feywild, but I came
Yeah.
back. So this
maybe.
could
we
just
were-
be like it put me in like a memory or a trance thing or something.
Mm,
Yeah, but we didn't trip over your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably just keep
Keep
moving.
moving towards our,
We can walk and talk.
yeah.
Just ignore it. I'm sure it won't be a problem.
We're good at that.
It'll crop up sometime.
Yeah, so I have a sundial now.
Nobody will miss something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if they didn't want it stolen, they shouldn't have left the house unlocked.
Yeah,
It's true.
I mean, there's an easy entrance and exit there. You just jump through a portal, it's right there.
All right.
Doors, portals.
Ooh.
So what are you guys doing?
Continuing our trek like nothing happened.
All right.
We
All
got-
right.
Just keep going.
Should we burn that?
This is a filler episode.
Beach episode. There's a lake house.
It is like that. It's a beach episode.
All right.
That sundial will come in handy like at the very end.
Yeah.
To fight the final boss, you need the sundial. So
Teleport into
Pushing
the
past the lake.
Hold this.
All right.
Keep pushing past the lake in the direction that we were going, trying to skirt around it.
okay.
We've had issues with water, so we'll stay away from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Used to be all of our issues, our major issues have been surrounded with
Yeah,
water.
we're going to the sea.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, maybe if we run into him, we can just say, hey, we're coming back. You don't need to like
Yeah.
do anything. Maybe we can reason with him that way if we run into him again.
Unless they catch up with us, you just give them the sundial back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, turn this.
All right. So as you guys begin to make your way towards the Yeah, sorry, around the sort of the festival pool. You guys, again, it begins to move sort of from day towards midday, into the afternoon. You guys are making your way back up, sort of towards the toward up on the other side of the mountains around the festival pool. Can I have the entire party make a perception check for me, please?
Oh, great, my favorite. Box is supposed to help you with that.
That's 24.
All right,
9.
12.
14.
all right. What do you care, Carl?
Here, let's see.
No.
8.
8. Okay. All right. So as you were sort of looking behind you, Erdak, you see a large sort of looming shape following you.
Yeah, it never come back.
Hey, hey guys, there's something following us back there.
Oh, we've had a lot of stuff follow us. So,
That's why we have
This
these.
is like, this looks pretty big. I think this might be a problem.
turning.
Can I tell what it is at all?
So it's a bizarre, almost like what is, it's a bizarre, almost like it looks like almost like a, has sort of the frame and the build of kind of like a Sasquatch, but it has, you see when it moves its arms, they aren't arms, they're tentacles, and its
Yeah.
feet sort of look reptilian in nature.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's got like reptile feet and I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before.
How far away is it?
It's probably about a mile or so.
Was it gaining on us?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Well,
Tentacles.
it's got some,
Should we try to hide from it? Like, lose its tracks somewhere up it? Do I see anything up ahead that we could potentially?
You can perception check.
That is, what is that, 16? 21.
21. All right. So as you were looking desperately for a place to hide, you see sort of a crevice, sort of in the sort of the mountainside, that is sort of down a bit, and sort of like a hole in the wall. And you think probably we could fly each of us on the broom to that sort of that cave or that crevice.
There might be something up there, but we could be, if it follows us, we could be sitting ducks.
track.
Maybe he's friendly.
Yeah.
It
We,
could be
we've
friendly.
known one thing with a tentacle on its head to be friendly,
True. For a time.
because they were all mind warped into.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have, it seems to not be gaining on us quickly, or
So do one thing, just check something about this.
We're going fairly slow, I think.
Yeah, so it's gaining on you, but it's not like it's like,
it's
So-
not until you
It's not
try
like
to.
moving double your speed.
correct. It's moving, yeah. So but it is gaining on you, and it is gaining on you significantly, but not, again, you're not like if a dragon flying towards you or something like that, right? More like when you're running and there's somebody that's way faster than you and you look back,
Yeah.
The thing in Monty Python, the guys run up to the castle,
Yeah.
you just get so.
I'll reach out with my mind as it looks to be tentacly and
Mhm.
see if it is receptive to asking,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Yeah, all right. So what is your list of potential what types of creatures can your thing work for?
So I just have telepathy with any aberration, beast, elemental, or monstrosity that has an innate swimming speed.
Okay. You do not receive a response from this.
He can't swim.
I could message it.
He can't swim.
Okay.
He never learned.
Mhm.
I could message it. But I don't want to keep messaging back and forth with this though.
Yeah.
Well, we could also just wait for him to come to us and then we could say hello, like the normal sending that everyone does. Through voice.
Or we could fly up to this crevasse and at least
Have some maybe chance.
higher ground and coverage.
We should at least check it out to see if there's any potential benefits it could lead towards us in case things go south.
Or maybe there's something else hiding in it. We make a lot of noise out here, it comes out and says hello.
And we,
Guys, well, all this talking, all we're doing is
We're wasting time.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fly up there myself, just
Okay.
fly and just check out the crevasse and see if there's anything around there.
So you peek in. There again, make a perception check, just a quick one.
It's ruined everything.
It's just a dice.
It's perception 5.
5. There appears to be nothing that's really a threat there.
Nothing of threat.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing up here.
maybe we can get it, how tall up is it? How high up is it?
The crevasse or the creature.
The crevasse.
The crevasse is probably about maybe like 80 feet down from where you guys are.
We can use that as potential.
And is it low ground or high ground?
It's so yeah. So there's like a crevasse, right?
That's
And
low.
so and then you go down, and then there's the cave down there.
Oh, it's down below us.
Mhm.
Low.
Oh, maybe that's not the best.
Maybe we should try to send him down there. Then we'll have the high
Well, we're on the open.
Um,
I'm
can,
still
can
in
we
the
cross
crevasse.
it? Can we cross it?
ground. The other side of the
Make
crevasse.
it, keep it between us and the crevasse.
I mean, we can. We all have flying things here. We have this burn.
But he's just gonna skirt around the crevasse.
That's true.
Well, maybe we should just.
Or we keep moving. Or we just stand our ground here right now, because
we can
that's
just,
what we're doing.
Set up, however we want to be
Ambush
Yeah.
positioned, and
and say
once
hello.
we get a closer look at him, we can kind of decide.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the crevasse right now, just waiting and say, hey, guys, like, we're gonna do this, we gotta do this now. I mean, I know he's still coming fast.
I'm
Um,
gonna start to set up camouflage, hide in plain sight.
Okay.
Tree.
What is that?
I'm gonna find like I'm gonna find a tree, and it says you can spend 1 minute creating camouflage for yourself from naturally occurring materials. Once you're camouflaged, you can try to hide by pressing yourself up against a solid surface to gain a +10 bonus to stealth checks.
Okay. All right.
So,
Oh, yeah. So make a stealth check. And then with your cloak. Yeah. So make a stealth check. With that, and then add 10 to it.
it's still a
Dex check.
okay, so that's 26.
26. All right. All right. What are the rest of you doing as Urdak begins to press himself up against a tree, painting himself like Peter Malark in the Hunger Games?
You learned that from doing bread.
I will find another tree and hide behind it.
Oh no! All right, all right. Make a stealth check, Wilfred.
Do I don't know. Let me check if I
I mean,
have.
what did you roll like 23 on stealth?
All right, I do not have my cloak.
I can't see that. You just got-
That is 13.
13. All right, so you hide behind a tree, and yeah. Girthing, what are you doing?
I mean, there's not much I can do.
Yeah, that's-
I could also just stay in here in the middle. We could try to, somebody's going to try to yell
I
out.
have
to him.
somebody to create. I mean, you can be the bait, and we can see if he tries to like vaporize you or something.
Yeah, what I mainly want to do was like spread out from not necessarily like too far away, but not like in a nearby, not like a clump.
All right.
That makes any sense.
I won't necessarily, well, I mean, unless we let him just keep going, but I'll try not to hide, I guess. Just kind of stand out.
All right. Aurelia will cast fly on herself and fly down to Angvor.
Oh, yeah.
And she will tell you, Angvor, that the others aren't coming down.
Oh, well. I guess I will fly up to the,
I guess we can tell them. He comes back and we're all gone.
Hey, I'm still in the middle.
I'll fly up to the one side, hang back from a little bit off to the side on one of the sides of the crevasse, like a few, like maybe 40, 50 feet back from Gerthang. Just see him just sitting there looking at the monstrosity coming on.
All right.
Well,
It seemed like no one wanted to go down to the crevasse, so I didn't force it. I didn't push it.
All right.
they're hiding, but
Yeah.
So as you guys
Do what
wait
you
for
want.
this creature to come towards you, it sort of looms towards you, and it is this massive, sort of like, again, Sasquatch-like creature with two heads, with like that sort of blows sort of this yellow sulfuric breath at you guys. It sort of roars at you. Has sort of tentacles for arms, has sort of like these like reptilian feet, and has sort of like these like the spiked tail, and sort of looms at you. It sees you, Gerthing. It sees you, Wilfred. It doesn't see you, Erdak.
whoa, are you friendly or angry?
Sort of roars at you, and you hear a voice. All of you hear a voice in your head. It says, "I have been summoned by Mistress Iphigenia to bring you back to her."
In Virginia. We
Iphigenia.
met somebody with that name, didn't we?
I was the four guys that I almost died to. The armor.
Oh,
It's
it's
him.
from the Death Knight.
It's the Death Knights.
Um, I mean, didn't we kind of want to see her at one point too?
Not right now, but yes. Can this wait? Like, can we come back like in a couple weeks?
He sort of looks at you, and he's like, "This is not a request."
I know.
She was one who owned, or like was the leader of.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Death Knights were talking to, I think.
What does she want with us?
She wishes to bring you with her, to give you to have revenge for the one you killed.
She killed very many of our people. So
I feel like
think
that
that's
has
a-
been paid.
you know, actually, she's in our debt, right? We need
Yeah.
we need to go kill some of them to make it even. I think.
You are mistaken if you think we will come with you.
Your funeral, any charges towards you. Let's roll initiative.
Double.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
We roll two.
I get advantage. I get advantage.
These two people in this big.
Right, give me 1 second to
You'll roll better than me.
Would you?
You can hold and you can delay your turn, and then you
You
get
can't-
brought down.
You can't delay your turn, but you can hold and
It's just an action.
you can hold an action like a delayed, like a ready an attack or
Help.
help or something like that.
Or you can, if you're ready to spell though, I think it extends the
It's
spell slot
concentration and it's
regardless-
expensive spell.
Regardless of whether you get it to go.
Yeah.
'Cause you have to give it a trigger. When this thing happens, I'll do this action.
all right, give me 1 second.
Just
You
normal.
guys all lined up.
Oh, yeah. Dungeon food,
Yeah.
not now.
So. All right, so let's do something.
Oh, I guess I gotta take 23 points of damage from that door.
Yep, it's still the same day. All right, so I will.
Yeah.
All right, sending this to the Facebook group. All right. All right, so. You guys will have the chance to,
That's a great name.
what is it?
Breezy Rust Monster 42.
All right.
Fine.
All right. And then, so 1 second while I need to do. I need to,
She's like, I still
okay, all right, so. Fuzzy Kraken, that is
That's the name.
main computer, all right, there you go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to let you guys sort of line yourselves up where you were. Where you guys want to put yourselves, so give me 1 second to
Yeah, that helps.
put yourselves where you want to be. I'm getting the tokens right now, so.
Wayne's off somewhere, right?
Depends
He
on
came
which-
back.
Depends on which direction the
Yeah.
thing's in, so.
I imagine he's coming from this direction since we're in the core.
All right.
Ah, that looks like 2 wheels. Oh no.
Oh, I mean, there'd be 2 wheels.
That's fine.
Do you have duplicity?
I will learn duplicity.
Oh, all right, so. There you go. Now you should have access now. Let me just get Erdak and Aurelia and the rest of them on there, and then we can do the rest of this.
Definitely die with that one.
And it's 39% chance of losing. Especially because he does like damage.
I say
41% chance.
hi.
Up.
Up.
149% chance of losing.
Unkillable.
All right, so there's Erdak, there you are. So again, you guys can, I think, should be able to have control of your characters. Let me just get I'll get Carrick and the creature on there.
Bad guy is.
In the middle.
Where is that crevasse?
So the cross is sort of up screen a little bit.
I'll put myself around there, depending on at the moment.
So you are, I think, the one.
You're the right nose.
Right. I mean, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the?
Go ahead. Put it on. This is you. That's me.
So
Aim or. And then she's Aurelia. At least we're kind of.
And
different
Carrick is
shades.
not, yeah. Carrick got left at the house.
Carrick is the Sasquatch.
He does.
Other than
You
die.
didn't say one.
He does a lot of things. Takes a lot of damage.
So it is about, why is it doing that?
You could right click about where he is. And then we
Okay, can you see that? No, you probably can't.
No, not at the moment.
Why is it doing that? Okay. All right, so
Great rules.
all right, so here you go. He's about, so he should be a little bit farther away from you guys. Yeah, so he's about 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. 90. So he's like down here, ish, right? All right, so you guys can now knowing where he is, you guys can start to arrange yourselves where you guys would feel like you are.
I got a 600 range.
You don't need to count for ranges.
You just be on the map somewhere.
It's gonna be back here.
Yeah.
Oh, good, I think that's appropriate.
I'm fine where I am in the middle of kind of everything.
Okay.
That's kind of what it said.
And I guess Carrick is where Earth thing. I have no idea. I don't want to control him.
Carrick's 10 feet in front of me.
As always.
He went down to the
The crevasse.
crevasse.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's hiding
He's like
down there.
climbing down the crevasse by hand.
All right, there's Carrick.
Like,
All right, are you guys sharing your screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so that is roughly how things are. Let's see. All right. So now let's do initiatives finally. All right. 25, 20.
23.
20.
All right.
nice.
All right. So is the 20 Erdak,
Yes.
right? 20 to 15.
15.
Carrick
Alright.
also got 15.
Ah. My dex is 2.
Dex is 2.
What is yours, Gerthing?
My dex is +2. I have a 15.
He has a 14.
We could go to intelligence.
Carrick has a -2.
Yeah.
All right, so what did you roll, Wilfred?
14.
14. All right, good rolls. All right. So starting off the round is one last thing. So starting off the turn is Ingvor. So Ingvor, what are you doing?
And just flying up here and had that little slight conversation, see it charging. In 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll move up a little bit towards it
All right.
and throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
All right. Go for it.
One with that. The decisive. Wow, perfect. They'll both be
He's a big boy.
a 27.
All right, both hit.
Got it. 22 points of damage.
All right. In total.
Yeah, that's total.
All right.
And I will simply slow him 20 feet.
Okay.
I'm not gonna push him back, but I'll make his movement slower.
All right.
It's only
Sounds good. All right. So that's your action. Do you want to? Is that your movement as well, and then bonus
Nope.
action?
I can really do at the moment, so that's
Okay.
it.
All right. You slow 20 feet. All right. Got it. Now it is Erdak's turn. Erdak, what are you doing?
So what all actions can I like delay or whatever?
So you can hold your action. So you can say, I'm going to take the attack action, and I'm holding it for
Some trigger.
for some trigger. Sorry, yeah, for some trigger.
range or for him to engage an ally or
Or if he attacks or something.
Because I just realized that I'm out of range for my hunter's mark.
60 feet.
It's not
115 feet.
Yeah, it's like,
designed to be in the sneak.
You split it.
Alright, I'll,
Probably with a bow.
Yeah, I can still
You can
attack.
hold your action, you can't hold your bonus.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the
So-
so each one of these is 5, correct?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Sneak out behind Will because you're still so hidden.
So I'm not in range for my hunter's mark, but I'll go ahead and fire my bow at him.
All right, go for it.
Your newfangled dragon.
Yes, I'm using my new
Alright.
bow.
Sounds good. All right.
That is a 18.
18 misses.
It's not good.
I'm gonna use my second attack.
All right, go for it.
Oh, yeah, that's a 26.
All right, that hits. So yeah, so Angvor sort of moves up, sort of throws two Eldritch Blasts at this creature. It will sort of strike it and sort of turns its gaze towards Angvor, sort of looks at him. And you sort of pull out your bow. You fire once, it sort of glances off the armor. You fire again. Roll 1d6 lightning damage as well.
Yeah, your normal bow, just do your normal, good actions. And then attacks. Do you have a bow equipped? It should be towards the top. So your longbow, if it's a longbow, then you get a D8 plus 5 plus a D6.
And is he, did you already damage him?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
A little bit.
Alright, so I get Colossus Slayer.
Mhm.
Slayer, jeez.
Slay the
An
task.
extra D8. Sheesh.
That's 9
Alright.
plus 5, which is 14.
Okay, 14.
Yep.
Did you roll the lightning?
Yeah, 3 of that was the lightning.
Okay, got it.
Sometimes it's very specific about the lightning might not affect him or it might affect him more.
Or less.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. How much was the lightning? I'm sorry again.
Those are 3 from lightning
Three
and
from lightning. Okay.
11 from the regular bow piercing damage. That's it. That's my turn.
That is-
Oh no, I'm looking
All right.
Run.
All right. That's good. All right. So that ends your turn. So you sort of fire once, you sort of strike him, and sort of like this electrical flash sort of pierces into his sort of like he almost like snake scales on his chest, sort of pierces in, sort of like arcs and sort of strikes one of his heads. It's now Carrick's turn, I believe.
I had the higher
Oh,
mod.
I'm sorry. You had the higher mod. Okay.
Um,
Now Gerthing's turn.
I forgot. I can't rage because I'll end it my turn, I think. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That gets me 30 feet to here, I think, right? I'll move up 30 feet and then hold my action with the glaive to attack when he gets in range.
All right.
I think my rage just burns if I actually do it here because I have to make an attack or take damage until last turn. None of those happen. So, all right, that's the turn.
All right. All right. So yeah, so that ends your turn. Carrick, it's now your turn.
Carrick is gonna pull out his circlet
Mhm.
of blasting
Okay.
and fire all 3 rays at it, hoping to get. So that'd be 3 different attacks on
All
it.
right.
Sorry. Yeah, so 3 different attacks, and he gets a. What does he get on? Oh, +5. So that's a 21, a 15, and a 13.
The 21 hits.
That is 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
One of those blasting.
So when the fire hits him, it doesn't do quite as much damage as Kirik had hoped. And so these rays sort of arc out from his circle. They sort of scatter around this creature, but the two of them sort of strike areas of the creature appear to do no damage. One sort of strikes the head, but he sort of shrugs it off a little bit.
That's what I was thinking.
Fire's no good.
And then he will move
Get
5, 10, 15,
Words.
20.
90.
That's gonna be it.
Okay. All right. Wilfred, is now your turn.
All right. How far away am I? 5,
You're a good ways away.
25, 30,
Like 100.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I don't know if I'll get within range this time.
Yeah. I can cast from a distance.
So he will guiding bolt, which is 120 feet,
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can move up if I need to. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120. That is, that's 120 right there.
All right.
So Will is gonna send a second level guiding bolt
Okay.
at the creature.
All right.
He's feeling lucky, so he's gonna re-roll that 1.
All right.
That should hit. That's a 27.
That hits. Yeah. Roll damage.
Lucky.
Uh,
Or half of the lucky.
1, 2, 3. I use 4. I use 1 more.
Too many dice.
5. That's 12, 17 points of radiant damage.
All right. Nice. So there's sort of this arc of blinding, sort of like a purplish, sort of like almost like a tracer, so sort of fires forth from the halfling. It sort of streaks forth, it strikes the creature, and he's sort of outlined with a purple sort of halo around him. Next person who makes an attack against it has advantage.
Nice.
So Wilfred, anything else you want to do? Bonus action, movement?
That's gonna be it.
All right. Now it is the creature's turn. He will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. There.
Minus
Running
20.
away.
Minus 20. So that's his minus 20 movement. And then he will look at you, Girthing.
Gosh.
And his eyes will sort of flash and sort of swirl. They're sort of hypnotic. And then can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, yay.
Oh no.
Uh,
22 and 8.
7.
7. All right, you fail. And you are under you are confused.
That's not too bad. I'm always confused.
Yeah, so you are confused until you succeed on the saving throw.
Oh gosh, that might be forever.
What does confused do?
You attack at
Oh, wait.
random, I think.
Yeah.
If you're attacking.
All right. Then are you attacking?
Uh,
I mean, I don't have anybody in range.
All right, roll a d10 for me, please.
Okay. Because I'm using my blade. That's a 7.
7. All right. You will swing wildly, sort of back away from the creature.
Sure.
All right. All right. And that I think will end its turn because everyone else is still out of range. All right. So now it's Aurelia's turn. And Aurelia will cast Chromatic Orb at 4th level.
advantage.
the advantage. That is a 21 to hit, so that hits. And that is 68 acid damage.
She rolled it.
Spellcaster.
Oh. I was like, wow, where's that other been hidden?
Where's my other D8? So, 11, 15, 21, 25, 26. There's 26 points of acid damage to the creature. Is not resistant to. All right, so 20. I said 26, correct?
Yes.
I think so.
All right, so
2-9.
That would be a long battle.
all right. So sort of she pulls this. So you should get with 90 feet, so 5, 10,
Multiple battles in it.
20, 25,
Well,
30,
there.
yeah, there. In the range, so she pulls through this acid sort of dripping from her hands. She throws at the creature, sort of strikes, sort of burns the face, and sort of you begin to see part of the skull over on its temple is revealed, and sort of howls in pain. It looks pretty damaged, but it's not near its death story at all. It took a lot of damage, is my point, but it's not. It's still live and kicking for sure. Angvor, it's back to your turn.
I will. I will stay there and I will just keep focusing on it, noticing its movement, not trying to let it get a jump on me, and try and cast 2 more Eldritch Blasts on it.
All right,
That's a 21
hits.
and a 19.
That misses.
Hit was a 10 damage plus the 5, so 15 points damage on the hit.
All right, and that is force damage, correct?
Always. And then I will also, as it's close enough, reach out with Benthus and pull forth a tentacle
All right,
near it and smack it behind on the back. or
All right.
side.
go for it.
That's gonna miss. It's a 19.
Misses. All right, so Urdak, you see this purple thief thing, his eyes sort of roll back in his head, the whites of his eyes sort of throws towards these eldritch blasts. They sort of strike the creature. One sort of skims wide, the other one sort of strikes it, and then he sort of, again rolls back his eyes, and he sort of like this like ethereal sort of black tentacle sort of comes out and tries to slash the creature, but it grabs onto the tentacle, and its tentacle sort of slips. The creature's tentacle sort of slips away from Benthus's tentacle.
Yep.
Are you moving the creature at all? No. Okay. And you are slowing it by 10 feet.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Anything else you want to do? That was your bonus action, movement. Okay. All right. Urdak, is now your turn.
All right, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him,
All right, go for it.
and then I'm going to fire an attack at him.
All right, go for it.
That's a 25.
25. All right, that hits.
Okay.
hmm,
14, 22. I guess I didn't determine which one was the.
just those sevens. So.
How much was the bow? The electric?
It was
1d6.
sorry.
I will. Here's what I will do. I will send you.
All right, so that's 2 electric damage and 25 piercing.
Okay. So, is it 25 piercing?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's electric.
So you sort of fire. You fire and sort of sings forth. Sort of sticks in the mouth of this creature. It sort of like chokes on the air a little bit. It sort of coughs a little bit, and you sort of you see a little spark in its throat.
I'll attack again.
All right, go for it.
That's 16.
That misses.
Alright,
All right. So you sort of attack again, sort of, confident with your last, success. You sort of fire, and you get sort of like ducks away, sort of at the last minute, sort of flies back, into the nether. But that one is a little bit. That one again does not hit. There you go. I send you guys the bow for you, Air Duck. All right. Now it is Carrick or Girthing's turn. Sorry, Girthing.
Roll a d10.
Yeah, well, no one. Let me just look at is it at the beginning of the turn or the end of the turn.
It's normally you
Okay,
roll,
no, yeah. So yeah, you roll it. You roll it your turn.
roll a d10.
You roll a d10.
A 10.
A 10. You can act and move normally.
Hey. I will bonus action rage. I'll go
All right.
ahead. Yeah, sorry, I just started swinging. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll move up 25 to engage.
All right.
And let's reckless
All right. Go for it.
with the glaive. 14.
14 misses. You sort of
All right.
swing wildly and sort of they miss the creature.
Attack number 2. 11.
11. You sort of swing wildly again. He misses the creature again.
That's it. That was
right.
movement, bonus action.
All right. It's now Carrick's turn.
Oh, do I roll to see if I get confusion over?
No, that's not how this one works. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm just confused.
Carrick will, he has what, 30 feet of movement?
Mm-hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Oh.
Does he just charge it? You could get up to it with that. And I guess they would just move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I guess they would just charge it.
Alright.
Action surge.
But
5,
spend
10.
an hour.
15, 20, and then he will make attacks with it.
That was good. Yeah, your action. All right, go for it.
So his let's see. He is gonna use his maul.
All right.
And it's a natural 1.
All right.
That's another natural 1.
All right. Roll a natural. Roll two d20s, please, for me.
Roll it.
2 d20s.
Yeah, please.
10 and 11.
Okay, and those are both below your armor class, right? Right, Girthing?
Yes, those are both below my armor.
All right. Since he rolled 2 natural ones, I was gonna say that if he hit, so he sort of swings and he almost hits Girthing once, or swings, almost hits Girthing again, but both of them sort of fly wide of Girthing.
All right.
All right, Wilfred, it's now your turn.
Will is gonna move up a little bit,
Right.
get within 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think I'm within 60 feet of him now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So he's gonna, Will is gonna, let's see. He is just gonna Nympharis plus Ignis, and a great wall of fairy fire comes out
Mhm.
over the creature.
All right.
Uh,
So it's dexterity saving throw.
30 saving throw.
All right. That and then what is the save?
17.
17. I believe he rolled a. a 9.
So he fails. He is highlighted in purplish glowing magic,
All right.
and any attack against him has advantage.
All right. Sounds good. All right. It is now the creature's turn. So the first thing the creature is going to do
I'm back 5 feet.
is he's going to make a tentacle attack against you, Girthing,
Sure.
with advantage, right?
Yeah, 'cause I reckless.
All right. That is that's gonna hit. That's a 35, I think, to hit. Yeah. That is 15 points of force damage,
Okay, not too bad.
and then he will hit you again. And that is again, that's like a 36.
Yep.
And that is 22 points of damage, I believe. 1 second. Yeah, it's 22 points of damage. And then he will use a legendary action
Gosh.
to use his tail attack against Carrick.
Ooh. I'm with 60 feet. I'll make that disadvantage.
Okay.
What?
So that is only a 25 to hit.
Hits.
And then that is 26 points of damage to Carrick. Now end its turn.
Look at all the things it does.
Is Carrick back at his 89 max?
Yes, he had a full night's rest.
Okay.
Do I need to reset it on D&D Beyond?
I'll keep track of it here.
Okay.
When did we have the full night's rest?
You had a full night's rest in Amulet. With after the yeah.
Door. After that tunnel with the door, I think.
No. So you haven't had a full night's rest since then.
We had it with the jackals. and
Right.
After that, after the Death Knight battle.
Okay. I don't remember. if I
Otherwise, we'd
reset
all be
my
dead right now.
spells.
You used whatever your teleport was. Weird.
That was the cape, so that's
Okay,
not.
okay.
So
Alright.
I just don't remember if I reset them because they're showing that they weren't, but yeah,
Okay.
so I guess I just didn't reset them.
All right. So how much damage did Carrick take?
26.
All right. So I'm putting it on D&D Beyond as well. Just so all right. So that ends its turn. Now it's now Aurelia's turn. Aurelia will move forward. She'll go forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There. Now,
No, it was like, yes.
30 there.
Advantage. Everyone has advantage.
Oh, I didn't
I
have
hit
to
it
roll
with fairy.
reckless?
I hit it with fairy fire
This round,
this round.
so I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to go reckless.
All right. So she will cast Bless on Girthing, Wilfred, and Angvor, because those are the only 3 people she can get within range of. But she's dropping a Bless on you guys.
As I'm confused, yes, I'll hit.
Yes. Also, the the confusion dropped at the beginning of its turn.
Oh, wow. I feel no different.
Yeah, but that ends her turn. It was movement, action, and then I'm not sure she can do anything with a bonus action. And she just dropped the spell. Yep. All right. So that ends her turn. Now it is back to the top of the round. Angvor's turn.
Gotcha. So this has bless and advantage because of fairy fire, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
So I will then 2 Eldritch Blasts again at the thingy.
Mhm.
Okay, so that'll hit. That's a 24.
Yep.
And then a 32.
Both hit. Yep.
25 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I will use my bonus action to try and hit it again with the tentacle that's behind it.
Go for it.
That is a 24.
That also hits.
And that is, it does 2d8 cold damage.
All right.
So that's 10 cold damage then.
All right. So the cold damage. So as sort of, so you sort of summon the Eldritch Blast. They sort of pierce through as it's haloed with this purplish fairy fire energy, and also you feel that Aurelia's blessing, sort of help guide you. You sort of strike it. You pummel it twice. And you sort of use the tentacle behind it to grab it. It does some damage, but not quite as much damage as you were hoping or expecting. But it sort of grabs the creature by its sort of tail and sort of yanks it. But
Right. Yeah, so that's my turn.
all right. Then it's Erdak's turn.
Whoops. Just gonna kind of move over this way a little bit. In case I have some kind of AoE.
Yeah.
Um,
Charm.
All right, I'm gonna just fire my bow at him again.
All right.
I have advantage, so
You have advantage.
24.
Hits.
You're not blessed, are you?
No.
No, he's not.
Yeah, Erdak was out of range of Aurelia's bless.
So that's 2 electric damage
Okay.
and 12, 17 piercing.
Okay.
Big chips on it.
I'll attack him again.
All right.
Advantage.
That's 16.
He's consistently 50-50.
that missed, but so you sort of pull out one bow again. It sort of fires and sort of strikes the creature again. This time it strikes the eye. It sort of begins to bleed out blood. And the second one, it sort of looks at you and sort of like, you sort of. It sort of goes, it parts its heads, and sort of they swing up both out of the way, and the arrow just sort of passes between them.
Maybe you should wait before you shoot another arrow.
All right, Girthing, it's your turn.
All right, I'll take a swing going up with my blade.
All right.
Well, it said on the thing for my bow that if you don't load an arrow, it automatically fires a magical arrow and you pull the string back. So I'm just be like,
That's an 18 to hit.
That misses.
All right, second attack.
God.
That's another 18.
You sort of wail into it one time, does no damage. Wail into it a second time, doesn't do any damage.
Bless. I will. All right, swing my glaive around and then bonus action try to uppercut it.
All right, go for it.
Nice. I don't know which one's better. But... Hey, that's a 24. Perfect.
That hits.
Hey, and I only do a D4 damage. On that. That's 10 points of bludgeoning.
All right. So as you strike it in the jaw, it just sort of looks at you and doesn't take any damage.
You hit.
no damage.
No damage. Bludgeoning does.
Well,
Perhaps.
I hit him, guys.
Maybe it's just the javelin or the.
It's a non-magical weapon. That's my turn.
All right. It's now Karek's turn.
I have not hit him yet.
What?
Well, technically, you hit it.
Yeah.
Carrick
Just like
will
the blade, the slashing.
take his maul
All right.
and try to slam it down on his foot.
All right. Go for it.
That is a 16,
That misses.
and he's just gonna try to bring it back around on his leg.
All right.
25.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
2d6. Where's the d4? That is 12 points of bludgeoning
All right.
and 4 points of fire.
All right.
And I think he has
So how
another,
many points for it? You said 4?
4 points of fire.
All right.
He might have some more bludgeoning, but that doesn't work. I won't roll it.
All right. So so as you sort of strike him in the knee, you sort of break his knee. Now roll the extra damage.
It's a d6. No, it's a d4. because he's not level, yeah, it's a D4. 2 points of bludgeoning.
All right. So he sort of the knee sort of buckles. He sort of, feels the pain. And he sort of looks at him and sort of, rah, sort of bellows and heroic face. And with that, he will use one of his legendary actions to make a tail attack against Carrick. That might miss. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
All right. And then that is 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right.
Will's turn.
All right. Yeah, it's Will's turn. Yeah, go ahead.
He is going to reach out and Sacred Flama,
Okay. Let's dexterity saving throw.
37 throw, Sacred Flame,
That's an 18.
just saves.
All right.
Then as a bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon at 2nd level.
Okay.
And that will come around and come over top of him.
All right.
That's a natural 19 for a 28.
Okay.
And it's a 1d8. 12 points of force damage
All right.
as my coconut slams down on his back.
Sorry, is there crack him on the head? He briefly hears, "If you like pina coladas," and he's sort of like, as he's sort of dazed and confused from that impact. Anything else you're doing? That's bonus action.
Or that would be I'll move up like 10 feet.
All right.
That would be it.
All right. Now is going to make 2 tentacle attacks against you, Garthing. And the fairy fire has dropped, correct?
Fairy fire is still up.
Still
But-
up? Okay.
It's only on the enemy.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I got it.
So,
So
these are-
that is like a 30 to hit.
That is.
All right.
I dodged. Dodged action.
That is I think that's 30 points of force damage. And then it will do that again. So it'll attack you again.
This is a straight.
Yeah, straight. There's a 27 to hit.
That hits. Wow.
All right. Then that is That is 33 points of force damage.
That's 18.
And then it will use a legendary action to stare at you, Wilfred. And can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Use legendary action to stick right at you.
Yeah, I have a bless.
This is a legendary.
And he can go ahead and do that, but I'll also try to hit him with my.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Spell effect or magic.
This is a magical gaze.
So it's magical.
Mhm. Yep.
What is that? A 4, 12, 21.
That saves. Nothing happens.
I hit.
What?
What did you,
8 with my glaive.
with your glaive? So you sort of that's slashing, right?
It is slashing.
All right. So you sort of slash at him. You sort of slash his stomach, and again, does no damage. Just sort of like fails to cut through the hide of this creature.
Your thing's learning.
Now it is Aurelia's turn. And Aurelia will drop another like massive Like a, what does she have? She'll probably drop a 5th level chromatic orb at him.
Advantage.
With advantage, yeah. That may not hit though. That is no, that is a 22. That hits. That's 22 to hit. And that is a bunch of d8s. That's 16. It's 32. That is 38 points of acid damage. She's going to stay with the same one because she's not sure. Because he knows that she's not sure about, because the electric and the fire didn't do as much, and this did. So that's 38 points of acid damage. She pulls sort of this sort of glowing ball of sort of acid, and sort of throws at it, sort of burns again. That same head sort of now looks more and more sort of decomposed and sort of eroded. That's her turn. Ingvar, so now you're back up.
Do I still have advantage or?
Yeah, it lasts for a minute.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Which is like 10 rounds.
It's 10 rounds.
So I will simply at the moment just cast an Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Ooh, that's a natural 20 for a 31 for the first one.
Nice.
and
Nice.
30 for the second one.
Nice.
Natural 20 is a crit.
Double dice.
And so this is just the first attack, or the first Eldritch Blast is 11, and then the second is 7, so a total of 19, no, 18. 18.
Okay. Yep.
11 plus
And
7. 11 plus 7 is 18.
So you sort of pull forth this Eldritch Blast, you fire twice, you sort of blow the jaw off one of the heads, it sort of looks back at you, it's sort of like just like missing its jaw, sort of hanging there, sort of broken and shattered.
And then I will use the tentacle again and
Yep.
attack it. Try
Go
to.
for it.
That is a 31.
That hits, yeah.
And so the tentacle can be cold or electric, and I kind of seemed
Okay.
to out on cold the first time, and so I'll do this time just to
All right.
it does a little bit more damage. And it's a total of 7 damage on that.
Okay. So it sort of grabs the tail, it sort of pulls off one of the different sort of strands of the tail, sort of yanks it off, but again, it doesn't do quite as much damage as you would hope. It's sort of like seems like it's not quite, the electric damage isn't quite reverberating in the flesh as you would like. So
Yeah.
and it's your turn, Ingvar?
Yep.
All right, Erdak, we're back to you.
All right. I'm just gonna stand in fire.
All right. Just target practice for Erdak at this point.
That's my thing.
That's 27.
That hits.
All right, got my 1 hit for the round.
Yep.
That's 4 points of electric and
Okay.
22 points of piercing.
Nice. All right. 1 second.
Better miss this one.
All right, so you sort of fire again, and sort of like you hit the one that was missing a jaw, and sort of like pierce the eye of that one, and sort of like staying there with one head missing each head missing one eye, and sort of the electric sort of reverberates a little bit in its skull. Second attack?
I'll shoot him again.
Yeah. Okay.
Why not? Let's see. That's a 20.
20 hits.
You gotta go. You're out.
Boom.
You're kicked out.
I got
Too much damage.
You gotta make up for your thing here.
4 points of electric,
Okay.
10 points piercing.
All right. So you sort of fire again, sort of strikes him in the chest. He now looks like a pincushion. He's sort of broken and battered with a broken knee, a broken jaw. You guys are really doing a number on him. Girthing, you're back up.
All right. I will, by this time, come around to the fact that my glaive is useless.
All right.
Both ends and nothing happened. I'll throw it down and grab my next weapon, the trident,
All right, go for it.
fish command, and make an attack.
It does not have innate swimming speed, so you can't control it.
Yeah.
What is this? I mean, it's a 23.
That hits.
roll better. Where are my pins? There's 10. Uh, 16 points of piercing damage,
All right.
and I'll hit him again.
Sounds good. So you sort of stab him in the stomach, and this time he finally does take some damage. He looks a little bit shocked, almost sort of stabbing him in. Go for it again.
26 to hit.
That hits.
And the damage there is 15.
All right.
And I don't get my bonus action thingy because it's not a full arm. So
Yep. So you stab him again, and he sort of like looks. Now he's looking really, really injured. It's now Carrick's turn.
need more things.
Just get some D6s.
Carrick will hit.
Yes, he's gonna just hit it.
All right, go for it.
He is not blessed, so he just has advantage. That is a 27 with his
Okay.
23 with his maul.
Still hits.
That's 2d6. That's fire. This is birds. So 5, 6, 7. 11 bludgeoning, 3 fire.
All right.
That is a 15 to hit.
That misses. So he sort of cracks the other knee, sort of breaks the other leg, and he sort of swings back and he misses.
Do we leave
And
him
then-
alive to go summon her?
And then he will second wind.
Okay. And now the creature will use its legendary action to hit him again, because that hurt. That is like a 32 to hit,
I hit.
right?
Creature just wants to do damage when his action. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Big. Why do you lick me?
So that is 20 points of damage, bludgeoning damage.
All right. Okay.
He sort of whips around and sort of whacks Carrick with his tail.
Yeah. My bonus, well, for its bonus action, that coconut's just gonna go between the heads and try to split it.
Okay.
Split as much as he can. And I get a D4, but I think that's gonna hit. 'Cause that's 24 to hit,
That hits.
23 to hit. Sorry, 25 to hit.
I'll still hit.
Um,
24.
9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage. All right.
And my action. Let's see what I want to do as an action.
My bonus action, I will kill the monster.
I just have kill monster on my
Power
sheet.
word kill.
Probably close enough at this point.
Let's see. What?
Do you need to go outside?
What can I do as an action? Just going through all my spells real quick. I guess I'll just guiding bolt it at I'll guiding bolt it at first level.
All right. Go for it.
That's a 31 to hit.
That hits.
Guiding bolt is at first level 46. Ooh, bunch of threes. That's 13. 13 points of radiance
All right.
as a guiding bolt shoots out again, and it has advantage.
All right. So you sort of fire a guiding bolt, sort of strikes towards or hits the creature. You guys have extra advantage now. It sort of hits the creature and sort of get a second purplish halo hovers around it. Now it is the creature's turn.
You have advantage 5 different times, but disadvantage once.
So the creature will,
Kill Gary.
yeah, he will tentacle attack you, Girthang.
Sure.
That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Um,
Hope he rolls up the one's damage.
that's 35 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he will,
Start up.
and he will, I think he can do, okay. I think the okay, only be used at your end of another. Okay. Then he will tentacle attack you again.
Sure.
That is like a 31,
Mhm.
and then that is this-
Right. Pretty hurt.
that is 32 points of damage.
16. I'm still up.
All right, now it is Aurelia's turn. She's just gonna hit him with another chromatic orb at 5th level. So she rolls with advantage, right? That'll hit. That is a 23. That is that's 36 points of damage again.
No, the earlier.
From
From Aurelia. And then it will use its legendary action to dispel magic after Aurelia is done. So sure, summons this ball of acid energy, throws the creature, sort of strikes the creature again, sort of burning away its flesh, and then it will use dispel magic to get rid of fairy fire.
Could have been a whole lot worse.
I guess that can be done.
I guess I'll allow it. He's counting.
All right, now it's Angvor's turn.
Alright, Ingor is gonna not have advantage
All right,
and still blessed though, and
right, still blessed.
Eldritch Blast, that's a 29,
That hits,
a 25.
also hits.
27 points of damage,
All right, nice.
and we'll try and do it with the tentacle again.
All right,
25.
also hits.
That's not a D8.
Kill him. Kill him.
That's 10 points of electric damage. I know obviously both of them seem to
Mhm.
fizzle. They'll just do electric.
Then your turn.
Yep.
I see. Pummel him again. 2 more Eldritch Blasts. He's like, now he's really looking hurt. You start grabbing me with your tentacle. And he is you are all he's basically all over this guy. He's really starting to be fall apart, and he looks absolutely sort of ragged and sort of beaten.
One creature at a time.
Team kill. Team still. Or kill.
All right, Eridek, now it's your turn.
I will, so I don't have advantage anymore.
No,
I'm just gonna shoot at him.
All right, go for it.
20.
Hits.
That misses. Too bad.
All ones.
Ooh.
That's 2 points electric and
Okay.
23 points piercing.
Nice. He's at 23.
Yep.
All right. You sort of fire and you sort of strike him. He sort of staggers back onto one knee. He sort of stands back up. You're going to fire again.
Yes. You stay down, you beast.
Aw.
15.
15 misses. So as he sort of stands back up, you sort of like you sort of shoot. He sort of staggers to one knee. You fire again, but you've already fired by the time he drops. He sort of like flies through where the body used to be. He sort of stands back up. Girthing, it's your turn.
All right, I will thrust with the trident and I will go reckless.
Go for it.
His advantage is back.
Get your advantage back, Garthang.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Nice.
For a lot. All right, I have brutal critical, which means I get an extra dice.
Nice.
There's a D10.
Actively.
I forgot that the last like 2 times I critted.
I wonder why we've been losing.
It's 10 on the dice times 2 is 20 plus 8. 28 points of piercing coming.
How do you want to do this?
I'll take just a quick like thrust into like his belly area, then I just do another quick jab right up into his like right under his throat.
All right, so you sort of stab him in the stomach. You sort of got him. Sort of like all this like it's like almost like piercing a mushroom. Like this, like it's like you know, sulfuric sort of smoke comes out, and you sort of slice off slice both of his throats, and both his spines, both his necks sort of fall back. And he collapses to the ground, dead. And that is where we'll end tonight's session. And that is also where you guys reach level 11.